And also, if you get positioned in a certain way, you can see multiple tables at the same time. Full of beans around the table. Didn't really get hold of that cue ball though, did he?
Well, you know, everybody knows everybody, so you have these challenge matches. And remember a couple of years ago when, well, 2021 was it? Is that when it was, Phil? So obviously they had that long gap. It was in the Philippines in 2007. The laws, and let me tell you, even the guy who was sweeping the floor, when he picked the cue up off the rack, he could play the.
Well, let's put it this way. We've got the inaugural Reyes Cup in the Philippines. If 5 Filipinos took on Europe, they could win.
Pay China, you know, they've got unbelievable talent in Asia, and that's why a tournament where Asia plays Europe or America, you know, we've been crying out for it for some.
Aranas, his lead has been eroded to 6-4. It's also 6-4 for Morris. Other matches that are out there that are in the very early stages.
And it was a good kick, Phil. He hit it full, and the reason why he needed to hit it full, because the cue ball will then roll up the top end of the table. Yeah, warming up, Phil. We've obviously got the Saudi Junior Championships taking place as well. Yeah, and the final of the Saudi Junior Championships will be played on the Matchroom Pool YouTube channel.
Always smiling, always laughing.
I mean, you look well for 84, Phil, it has to be said. Missed it by a long way. Fedor Gorst is regarded as the best player on tour with the short stick. Players kicking at the ball more.
Yeah, Gorst has just won a smaller World 9-Ball Tour ranking event over here at the end of this championship. Talking of the rankings,
you went into them both. That's okay.
That way. Would have a musical backdrop, as it were. I wondered whether it would affect the concentration of the player.
Phil, you could sit front row with the largest bag of chips in the
sweet paper there. The referee tells them to
well, we did edge on the side of Raga in this match.
Yeah, looks good.
Years ago, I think it was a shoulder or a neck. He was having troubles getting down on the cue, but when he realised if he played,
very nearly made a 147 in that match. I think he missed the green. Yeah, I think his nickname was absolutely brilliant. It was nothing to do with me. It was the Australian government. He was Eddie Charlton AM, and that was very appropriate as well because he often finished after midnight.
5 is it's over that right hand middle pocket. That means it's going to be easy getting on this.
This is oh, look at that.
They play their own way though. Yeah, they're not scared to pinch a bit and load it up with spin. Why not? He's landed perfect. Fully agree, Phil. He's definitely a contender. He's got heart, he's got bottle, he's got the game. Pool table as well. Only 3-0 up here in this battle. To wear one of them, like one of them cardigans your granddad used to wear. What a character he was back in the day. I used to love watching him. Mellin beat Davis, and he ended up playing Elaine Martel, and I can't.
No.
Two of the juniors. There's a little lad just in front of us, Phil. He's actually sat on the table. You want to watch this boy? What a place! I was surprised actually. I've had an unbelievable
week. One I'll never forget. The atmosphere for the final, top notch, and I'm sure it's a class.
It's been clinical, and this is what he does. He's got this little very close to the cue ball rather. And he's won the opening 4.
Albert Manus on the main table has taken the first rack from John Morra. Chang Junlin 2-0 up on Othman.
This gap. This is where the Filipinos are clever. I think it might have gone wrong, but you could see what he was well over on that table, Phil. I think he's won the opening 2. Regalio's got to get something going here. Still capable, but he's lost. Oh, he was close, wasn't he? You could see why he wanted to go for it. More one-sided matches, don't you, over the early stages? You can see how much spin he was putting on the ball. Needs a good clip off the 7. It's not great. The ball behind the 8, that's the cue ball. Gonna leave a pot.
Rifled in. Well, I say he should be. That was a woke.
Can't afford to hit that near jaw. Yep, you just can't afford to hit the near jaw, Phil. He just clipped the near jaw, didn't he?
Nicely, and ever since he's been in command, and that's where he remains. The 9 ball for 5-0.
Just bracket to qualify for the 64, and that's what it's all about, Phil. Make sure your name is.
And I think we can confidently say, Carl, that he's the only Frost in Saudi Arabia contest. But things are just not happening. And I will give you those at the end of this rack.
Grind out a match, grind out a win. It can do you wonders in a tournament of this magnitude as well, so that's the.
I think Regalario was pleasantly surprised. John Higgins. So I'll make that vote right now, but in pool, your choice?
Yeah, Alvin, he has this ability to just hold back and read the table and think, not really feeling this, so I'll play safe.
Bridging over the 8 ball. Regalario did really well there with running side to get on the
spin the cue ball, you can miss the ball. Well,
whitewash averted, maybe. The host nation, Michael Feliciano of the Philippines, 2-1 upon Michael Schneider.
Just shows you how close Raga cues to the cue ball. A little bit like Jason Shaw, he's another one who cues very close to hook, but he could play the pot. Yeah, I don't blame him for that. Don't blame him at all.
Yeah, the percentage is there.
We'll keep you posted on who wins that match. To
Yes,
the red 3 first. Gone wrong.
Talking about pool nicknames earlier, Carl, and of course one of them
Seagull. Like to talk, did that man. Loved the sound of his jaw. His Raga just gonna break away and win easy.
Heard some applause, so maybe that's significant.
No, he's going to be in trouble here. Cue ball touching the 7, but yeah, if the cue ball was on top of the brown 7.
Sfyan, David Al-Kadi, Albin Aushin. Well, he's been consistent.
Okay, you found a 3-ball combo. 6.
What?
Yeah, he is. Has he hit one? No, he's not. It's just not happening, is it? The balls are coming out awkward. Needs this to keep going. It hasn't.
An awful lot of movement on that shot, but also an awful lot of side to gain position in.
Yeah, the pace looks very good here. Just knock the ball in. Cue ball will float up. Normal service resumes.
6-1 to Anton Raga, who Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's right. It was a brilliant arena. Massive from what I remember. Absolutely gigantic arena.
Very tidily.
Butchered it. Completely butchered it. This lacks base. He was trying something similar.
It's getting to the point now to make the most of this. Oh, and on saying that, the 4-ball go.
Both players have played in this one.
When you're 6-1 down, it doesn't pay to miss. And now Anton Raga.
Yeah, using the 7-ball as a blocker. Combo, 9 into the opposite middle. It's close, but it's no good. Top pocket. Yep. Easy. In front of me and Phil. It's almost like what's that front row, and it's.
Yes, so the link between that and this is that the winner of the 2 matches play each other.
If a Henderson victory was there, but I know what you mean. Didn't see this score.
Yeah, we could be with Anton Raga the beneficiary. Raga has looked like what he is,
Isn't it? He's Raga. We feel like he's going to be one of the
one there.
If you're tuning into this match on our YouTube channel, our main feature match.
Sight. In near sight.
Yeah, just connect the dots. How does that look? Looks good.
There's a certain amount of fire in this match. Junlin just this second. They spotted the 9-ball to take a 7-2 lead over Othman Al-Zarani.
3 balls away from winning very, very comfortably, believe me.
In the mind of Anton Raga. The good news is...
Freeze up.
Yeah, the only frost in Saudi Arabia is Scott, and the only rack that Bernie Regalario won